people eat shrimp. They say nothing. They just know these people are doing something that the Bible says not to do. But when a woman says, I don't want to have sex, do they knock her out?
Right.
And say, God says you have to have sex with me. Here's the problem, which is what Commanding General Yana has been telling you purple women and purple men for the longest time. This group is run by men who are homosexual.
Right.
Yes.
And they hate women. And let me tell you something else about a gay man. They hate women and they don't enjoy being with them unless they can denigrate them.
That's right.
Like the sexual pleasure they get. Remember, they're being forced to have this kind of sex.
Right, yes.
You got to remember that.
They on the down low.
Yeah, this sex is not pleasurable.
No.
This sex, like the Catholics only have sex to procreate.
That's it.
The Catholics have sex to make babies. Sex is not for pleasure.
They don't even want the nuns in the
They
same
don't want
building
them.
with
They don't want the
them.
nuns.
They don't want them in the same, right.
So in essence, they think of sex like something as a duty and obligation that we do for babies. So a Catholic has sex in a way that is forced because I don't want to do it. If I have sex for pleasure, I have it with boys. Like the Spartans.
Right.
The Spartans would make their women dress up like men and cut their hair, and go Google this. The women would have to cut their hair and dress like men. And the men would crawl in their window and rape women who looked like men to procreate, to make babies. Pleasurable sex is had with other men.
Right.
You can Google this right now on your phones.
Right.
The IUIC is forcing themselves to be with women.
Yeah.
So as they do it, they hate her. They can't stand her because they're forced into this marriage. They would much rather be in the West Village at a bar having sex with a man who they, guess what, would not rape.
Right.
Because they would be happy and having fun and drinking and going to Club 54 and having gay sex. But with this woman, that dirty woman, I'm punching her in her face. I'm holding her down, putting a pillow over her face.
Right.
And now I'm her husband.
Right.
Because they hate women.
Right.
And you purple women, you live in a sad life. And I would have you be rescued from that. I would have you be rescued from living a life of rape.
It makes sense as to why. That makes sense because that's why they fight having more than one woman so damn much.
Come on, Howard.
Like everybody knows it's lawful in the Bible to have more than one wife, but they fight it so much because they don't want to be the one they got right now.
Shut up, give him a hand. Because that is, what he just did is crystallize it. That was it. That was a box size. They fight multiple wives because they don't want to be with the one they have now.
Yeah.
That is the fact. And that's why they won't even have sex with her unless they can punch her in the face.
Listen,
Unless they can choke her and kill her. They don't even want to do it.
Because let me, if I could. Now, y'all know I've been around a little while. Listen, first give it up for John. Listen, I've been around a little while. And in all my years, I have never seen black men who open up the Bible and find out that a man could have more than one woman and reject it. I've never seen it. Well, the minute you tell brothers, you know you can have more than one wife, it's in the scriptures. Brothers like, what? And they start, they might have a misconception in the beginning, but they want to understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
But not these guys. You tell them they got more. No.
They offended.
Too much polygamy. Too much. We have to get out of here. It's too much polygamy in here. Like, that's a homosexual.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you're doing. Knock out his hand up first. Go ahead, knock. Nice and loud. That's why he killed the sister. I mean, that's why he killed the sister. Like an animal. And, you know what I mean? It's bad enough if it happens with a brother. But imagine you coming, you trying to learn the truth. You learn about your culture, and you have to be raped, strangled, murdered, stripped naked, buried in a park, and left for dead by an African. The funk that must have been in the backseat of that car. Poor Joy Morgan. We need to have a memorial for just the funk. We need to come out there with every oil Tazariak got and burn incense before the grave of Joy Morgan, because I'm sure the funk is still in the coffin at this point.
And General, I'm sorry, sir. And General,
That's true.
who had a hand up? Go ahead and finish. What I was saying is,
I'm sorry.
That's true.
you know, we bring up Joy Morgan all the time, right? You know, convict him when they say this one cat got so upset, and the cat, this is the same cat, and battling the KC4, right? Says, when you got a video, I want you to go to that video, go to the 30-second mark. It's the last one that Marat sent you. It's not marked. It should be number 4, but it's not marked. But he made a comment. Y'all always talk about Joy Morgan. Well, go dig her up then, goddammit. Go dig her up.
You got that on tape?
Yes, sir.
You pull that up. But wait, because I want you had your hand up for.
No, the one. No.
So like it, sir. And
it should be after that. After them 3 he sent you.
what happened to Joy Morgan is a direct result of the orders that he just gave. Like when he just said,
He just said it.
that African was following what he just said.
That listen.
Oh, I didn't even put that together.
I didn't put it together either. Like that was deep.
Come on, sir.
That was deep and sad. That was deep.
And like General Hyman said, what's the rules to accomplish this rape?
Right.
And that might follow.
Yeah.
He followed the rule. Listen, one more time, Salakia, please play that, just the rape part again, not the other part. If you could, because what you just said, Ak, is deep as hell. He ordered them to rape him. This tape is not new. This tape goes back a while. And listen, even if this tape is not before the death of Joy Morgan, it's what he teaches. So I'm sure he said it in another class, and that African must have said himself.
It was the circle of life. Yeah, he was trying to bring you into the circle of life.
Yes. Oh my God. Like he followed the order. This is crazy, huh? You gotta play it one more time for me, because I need it for the record. I'm gonna try not to interrupt.
Hey.
Just one more quick time for the record. I'm gonna give it back to Haas. Like, this is an abomination, man. And I hope everybody out there can pick up on this and see. I was not lying about GMS. I was not lying about House of David. I was not lying about them other groups. And I'm not lying about them. I'm telling you the truth for your own health and safety. This is not the truth. ISUPK, this is where the truth is at. You understand? And it's so evil that these cops do this, because they have created such a distraction from brothers and sisters waking up and coming into the truth. Not just them, but all these fake groups. These fake groups, man, that all started with that House of David nonsense that broke off from the school, created a big mess that has gone on for 20 years. And I pray now the Lord put an end to all of it, so we can finally bring this nation where it needs to be. Not that it's going to stop it, because Lord knows we moving on this thing, and we're going to do what we got to do. But it'd be a lot better without this kind of distraction in the way, because this is messing up people's mind. This guy don't even know the Bible, man. He don't know nothing about no scriptures or nothing. He's a clown sitting up in there talking about absolutely nothing. Let's go back to it.
Yes, sir.
And they expert liars, because before
that's not rape. Can you read the verse again?
Yes, sir. Verse 4.
The wife have not power of her own body, but the husband.
Before Haas looked into it, it was looking like they knew what they were talking about, because they had lied so much and chopped the tapes up so much.
Well, it's showing us.
Looked into it. Go ahead.
Her mind is TV.
So like,
You raped me. You're not supposed to do what I don't want you to do.
Take it back some more.
The Bible just tell you don't have power over that.
She don't believe.
He don't say it there.
So like it, just bring it back up. Okay.
I think he says it after that, doesn't he? Is this somebody?
I got a headache. Soon as she come through the door, babe, here's aspirin. I don't need no aspirin. I ain't got no headache. Good. Get undressed and get to bed. That's how you handle that. The hell is this? Bitch, oh my back, oh my back. Well, you can just lay on your stomach, then you'll be all right.
Turn it up, turn it up.
Okay.
The hell is this? Anybody got time for that? Yeah, then the sister get mad because some other woman caught her husband's attention. And then we get the phone calls and the emails, my husband ain't right.
That's the end of it? Oh, man. And listen, and he just claimed that a man could have more than one woman because he said, then she mad when another woman gets her husband's attention.
Wow.
Yeah, well, in his mind, that's why he got to rape you.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't go get another woman, so he must rape you.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What a monster.
You got other scriptures I want? The other video?
Yes, sir. I'm getting it right now.
I'm getting
now,
out.
sir.
I'm going to sit back on this house. I'm going to let you
Yes,
get
sir.
your tapes
Come
in
on.
because this
Amazing.
is crazy.
But this is the group that loves women.
Right.
Right? We're the UPK, and we're so hateful to women. Oh, we're just hateful to women. But these purple homos, they love women.
Right.
They support women.
No, that's not it.
And that's what everyone says, right?
Right.
And if I could, while you looking for that tape, you was going to say
Yes,
something,
sir.
General?
Just,
Please.
you know, you sisters, you just better not be tired. Don't come home from work tired with
No.
your feet hurting and want some sleep.
No.
Because you got to give up that rape first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sloppy.
Yeah. Like he said, just turn over on your belly. He treats you like an animal. He want to go in the back anyway because that's more close to what he likes.
And once again, and Nate talks about women.
Go back to
Salaki.
infamous day.
Okay,
Nate
yes,
talks
sir.
about women and sex with such he's theoretical about it.
Mm.
Like he talks about it like you theorize sex.
Like you ain't never had.
You don't want to have no sex, then you must turn her over on your back. He don't know anything about sex with a woman
Right.
at all. He doesn't understand women. And then when you ask him a question, he thinks, oh, you had a headache? That having a headache is from TV. That's where he's getting that from. You don't want to have sex because you have a headache.
Mm-hmm.
That is him watching TV on why women don't want to have sex.
So true.
You see how Mayak said she's been at work all day and her feet hurt? That's from really being with a woman. That's from actually having a wife. But Nate says, why aren't you having sex? Is it because you have a headache? That's because he is just theorizing marriage and theorizing what it's like. You know, when your husband comes home with his briefcase, do you have a headache and you need an aspirin? He doesn't know what sex is with a woman. Right. He doesn't understand. It's a theory in his mind. Right. And so in his mind, if you have a headache when he comes home from work at 5 p.m., you must just lay on your stomach then and get rid of your headache. Yeah. Because this man cannot stand having sex with a woman. Right. He hates having sex with women. It's yucky to him. It's a yucky, nasty thing. It's nasty, ill, dirty. He doesn't like it. He thinks women are fish, which is what these gay men think about women. Right. You have never seen more hatred when you hear about how much a gay man hates a woman. That's right. It's a violent hatred. Yeah. And that's why they killed that woman in Mexico. That's right. That sister went down to Mexico with those gay men and they murdered her, killed her, beat her up. If you have a gay man friend, when you argue with all of your girlfriends, him being included, he's going to punch you in your face. Mm-hmm. He's going to knock your teeth out because gay men have a special jealousy that turns into hatred with women. And they want to kill you. And Nate hates women because Nate is a gay man. And he's closeted and frustrated and wishes he could come out with it. And I think he's transitioning, sir.
I think you're right.
There's pictures of Nate. You see how he looked in that picture?
Yeah.
Something is happening to him with his hair and his beard. Yeah. Where he is transitioning into a woman because gay men get sick of hiding it. And they get tired of it.
And if I could, that picture with him on the horse, that garment that he has on is a woman's nightgown. Like a woman, you ever see those sheer nightgowns with the fur on the end? That's what that is. Whoever designed and made the garment, designed and made it off of a woman's sheer. And I want to add something to what you said, Muhammad, that was heavy. That's where immaculate conception comes from.
There you go.
Immaculate conception comes from gay men that hate women. So the only way a woman could be clean or immaculate is if no man has to touch her. If she's never no man touches her, then she can be immaculate. When that is not what's in this Bible, but it is what a gay man wants. Like this cat here, I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised if they come out and say immaculate conception is real. Oh yeah, I won't be shocked because that's what gay men want. They only want a woman that nobody can touch, so they don't have to never look at her sexually. They can worship her as a woman because they want to be a woman anyway. There you go. But the only woman they could worship is a woman who's never been touched. But a woman who done had a man, to them, it's like she violated the men in their mind. Like she made the men filthy because he's supposed to get all the men. And that's why he sent them pictures of his penis out to all. First of all, you supposed to step down after that, right? Like he sent a picture of his rod to every man under his command. Like, good night. What man? Like,
how did he explain it?
And how do you get a picture of your rod in your phone?
Right.
Something is not right.
Right.
Something ain't right. And then you captain of so and so. Yeah, man. I got a text message from General Nate. Music. Brother, that's why they rolled the hell up out of there and set up that other camp. And then the brother didn't want to bring it out, so y'all brought it out. Yeah, man. When y'all brought it out, that's when the brother came back and brought it out. How's I mean cut you off? Let me go ahead and let you get in with this next video. Zion, then we get in. I know we all jumping in. Go ahead.
Oh, Salaki, sir, if I may, and that was the Lord right there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to send it to. He was trying to do something.
No, I'm gonna push the wrong button. No, it wasn't the wrong button. I'm gonna tell you something. This is a very common practice in churches. Like gay men in churches, they send a signal out. You know what I mean? In different ways. They'll send a signal out in things they say, or they'll send a picture out and tell, oh, that was a mistake. It was just between me and my wife. But it's really on purpose. Because he's fishing to see who's who, so that he can get to him. You know what I mean? You pull certain, right? And listen, and gay men know it, and they watch for it, and they see the signal, and they signal back. That's how they've been. And listen, this is a refined craft because they've been doing it in churches for years. And them dumb old broads been sitting in there, they ain't even know their husband until what's his name came out with the song. We knock down and we get up.
Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie McClurkin is the ambassador of the in the closet. Yes, like nobody. He had to go on Oprah to explain that to Black America. Niggas was like, what? Cats was taking their wives out of church like crazy when Donnie McClurkin came out. You said, what is going on? That's what this cat is doing.
Donnie McClurkin said he was getting raped by a man and his body betrayed him.
God damn.
Oh, that's on video.
That's hell.
He said he was getting raped by the man where it was not consensual, but his body betrayed him. Oprah said that's why rape is so terrible, because I was raped and then it's still sex, so it still starts to feel good. That's on the same interview, and it's on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
And if I could, sir, that's why what Bishop Nasty Nate is saying is so terrible. Nate is telling people that it's okay to rape when Nate is a victim of rape.
That's it.
Nate is clearly a molested child.
That's why he became a cop.
That's why he became a cop, to be strong. So he could now be strong because some man molested Nate when he was a child. Some man molested Bishop Nathaniel. And for him now to be an adult and say rape is okay is exactly what molested children do.
That's right.
That's exactly what they do.
They
didn't grow up without therapy and correction. They grow up and they influence everyone to share their trauma. That's what they all do.
That's it.
So
Give it up.